What?
Welcome to Super Chevy Brothers Podcast. This is episode 60. It is Tuesday, September 29th.
Yes. Yes, it is. It definitely is.
I mean, you don't have to agree with me. Why would you disagree with me?
I mean that is the day that it definitely is. Unless something went terribly wrong within the past 24 hours and I passed out or something. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, welcome to episode 60.
Hi, can I speak to Champ?
Who?
And his name is John C.
Okay.
And anyway, I don't know what I was saying. You're doing your 80s radio host thing, but no, yeah, it's 60 episodes. Episode 60. We've definitely done more than 60 episodes, but cool. I think it's cool we've done this for this long. I think it's a milestone, maybe sort of thing. I'm definitely sure we've done 62 or 3 episodes, but I'm pretty sure the review episodes didn't count as mainline episodes. But
no, we've probably done plenty of episodes, but we have to delete half of them because
ain't no half of them. We deleted maybe 10.
Temper tantrums are thrown.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Deleted maybe 30 episodes.
30 episodes, really sure. If you think it's 30 episodes, then you've had a stroke. That is not how numbers work. I have no idea what you're talking about. We've maybe thrown away I would say max 10 episodes we've thrown away, and that's cutting it close. And you have to think about it. We've been making this for 3 years, 2-3 years. So yeah, no, it's been cool. So we just hope to get even bigger. Thanks for following us so far. If you've been supporting the podcast and watching us on YouTube or following us on Twitter and stuff, we appreciate it. Let people know that you like us. Tell them about us if you like us. We just like doing this. We just want more people to know about it. So yeah, that's all I want to say.
When can we do live shows again?
I told you this show should be a live show. I don't think you paid attention to the message though.
Bruh, I didn't see no advertisement for a live show.
Yeah, so the next show will be a live show. But yeah, we've been practicing for the live shows, but no,
okay. Next show, live show, Tuesday, October. Alexa!
No, don't ask Alexa.
What is next Tuesday?
Asking your fucking bug.
October 6th, 2020.
Yeah.
Tuesday, 7:30 Central Time. Is that the time we do this? I don't know. What time?
Central Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, so we'll be live in Discord.
p.m. Central Time, Discord, room, come, watch, listen, call in, join the show, have a question, ask it live. We can't censor you. I mean, when we edit the show, we can censor you, but during the show, we can't censor you.
Anyway, you can also join that live show by going to our Twitter page at Super Chevy Bro. It's a pinned tweet up there. Just click that link. You get to join the Discord. Go talk in there. Go do stuff. This is not a fucking Chevy truck group. It's not that. So stop. Don't stop coming. You guys, I know you mean well, but we're not a group for Chevy enthusiasts. That's not what the Super Chevy Bros are.
Why is my interesting?
What? Why did you interrupt the flow of conversation to mention something I can't see?
I don't know. Why did you interrupt my flow of conversation for something you can't see?
Because you interrupted me. What is it? We're recording a podcast, by the way. There are people listening to this.
Also, if that Discord link doesn't work, and that's what I'm praying is happening because no one's joined in a while, then you can just message us and we'll give you the Discord.
Shar's a loser. He hasn't checked the Discord in a while. People have joined recently. It's popular. Please come join.
I joined the Discord.
So,
I have more Discord with people than you do.
Anyway, yeah, I know you have more literal
Okay.
Discord with more people because you're the devil. So the way that this works is you come in, we'll maybe let you into the room. I want Shavar to fucking limit who we can
Well,
let in
maybe let you into the
because I
room.
think he just wants a bunch of fucking people to come into the chat and just start talking during the podcast. Like this is comedy bang bang or something. But yeah, no, come join. You can talk to us, ask questions, all that shit. Should have plenty to talk about next week too. I think PlayStation should be saying something before the end of this month, but or beginning of next month. Anyway,
Well,
what
you
did
know
you?
you need to be checking your PlayStation reservation there. A lot of them is getting canceled. Same
Mine,
with them
mine
Xboxes.
hasn't. Mine's been fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Good.
yeah. No
That's
emails,
good.
nothing like that.
That's
So
real good.
So yeah, I mean it's like a month. What, it's like almost 2 months away. Yeah, no. Happy to get that. We can talk about that later. I just want to. I honestly want these new consoles. I know people are gonna be like, "You want to get a new console to play old game?" Yeah. What if I fucking do? What if I actually want to play games that run at fucking 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second, which is, I feel like everybody should want that, or 120 frames per second, which is apparently a thing that my TV will not be able to do until I buy a new one. But
I'm just gonna buy a new TV.
yeah, I'm buying a new TV next year after I pay off the rest of the other shit I'm buying this year. But yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing, huh?
yeah, no,
I got the
it's
breaks.
shit's expensive,
But like
dude.
you could find a 120 frame per second TV for like 6 to 800. You don't have to go to like the past 1,000. They have
How big
decent
though?
ones. 65, something like that.
Wait, you said under 1,000?
Yeah, you can. I saw a few
Okay,
on
how
I was
how how
looking I
under a
was looking at
thousand are we
the show.
talking about?
Like I said, 600 to 800.
Mm, okay,
And of course, if you go over 1,000, you can find you know the 120 frames a second. Here's the thing, like with TVs is like it's really weird because you don't know how good a TV is until you learn about how good TVs can be, and then you like live with one for a long time, and then yeah, so people just buy shit TVs for like $200, $300, and they're fine with it because they don't
right.
look bad, but they don't look as good as the two
Yeah,
thousand,
no.
$3,000 ones. But also, do you really need? I mean, it's one of those you don't know what you're missing. What you don't know can't hurt you, kind of things. So, just get a $600 to $800, 120 if you want it for games. Just get
I
a one of those.
I mean, I might get a smaller one just because like we have a separate room where I can play games or in like I could stream easier like that. But I mean, I'm probably gonna get a 60-inch one at one point. I'm glad my TV I have now can at least do 4K. That's nice because nothing I have right now except for my Fire Stick outputs 4K. When I get my PS5, all my games
Oh,
will be
for
finally
real?
running in
You're not even
4K.
watching 4K, bro?
What do you say?
For real?
For real, I'm not what? I didn't hear you.
You're not gaming in 4K? I forgot you don't have a PlayStation Prism.
Yeah, because I didn't feel like rebuying a
Amigo.
PlayStation when I was broke as fuck. So yeah, no, sue me. Um, so I'm getting the PS5 instead, especially when the PS5 was coming out so soon when I finally could afford one. Yeah, I didn't see the fucking point. Um, so yeah, no, I'll finally be able to play games in 4K, which would be nice. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to see what PlayStation says. They got a lot of Xbox news this week, which a lot of it was like a lot of. We'll talk about it in a minute, but a lot of it was like, well, doy, of course it can do that. So, you know,
Well, doy.
yeah, it's like
Well,
you mean it
doy.
plays Xbox One games at a higher frame per second, and that they look better. Like people were like, "This is so cool," and it's like, yeah, that's we know. Like, it's good to see it. I'm glad that Digital Foundry
Hey,
got some
it's not
stuff out
time for
about
that.
it, but
Like you always tell me, stay
all right,
on
all right.
track. Now, on my track that I've been printed for me, it says somebody's been streaming Mario Avengers finishing Tsushima. What's that?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, so I've been streaming a lot of video games. Check me out at Super Chevy Biko on Twitch. Um,
Ain't that something?
Follow me. So yeah, I know I'm gonna plug this shit every time I can. Follow me so that I can become an affiliate and we can start having a lot
You
of cool
gotta
shit.
tell the people.
What?
You gotta tell the people what kind of streaming you do. I mean,
So it's
people wanna
almost like
know.
I was in the middle of
are you
talking and then you interrupted me. So I stream a lot of stuff. Anything from new games to just shit I want to play. I'm gonna start playing a lot of Souls-like stuff soon because I platinum Tsushima, so don't have to go back to that unless I want to replay it at some point. One of the easiest platinums I've ever gotten. I don't know what it is about Sucker Punch, but all their games are super easy to platinum. Let me see. Super Mario Sunshine is a broken ass game and it's real fun. And what else is on here? I'm gonna start playing Sekiro on stream again soon because now that I'm finished with Tsushima, I can go back to that. So yeah, I'm just excited to finally, play something else that's not Tsushima because I enjoyed Tsushima, but my OCD made me want to fucking just collect everything that's there. And the Sashimono banners are not a trophy, and I got 60 of them, and then I said fuck it because I don't want to. I'm not around about being a fetch quest ass motherfucker. Like I'm good. I'm good.
Couldn't you wrap that up in an hour though? Just turn the wind on and follow that.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want I don't get satisfaction from that. Like I thought about it and I was like, I don't want to do that. Like that doesn't sound.
No.
Yeah, exactly. The song was made about me in this fucking game. I mean, that's my thing about a lot of games of these collectibles. It's what turned me off to Assassin's Creed series, a bunch of other stuff is. If it's not like Mario, where it's literally like, you need this shit to get to the next part of the game, go collect it, right? And it's not like super hard to find stuff. If it's literally like, hey, your brother is mute, and he won't fucking talk until you get 100 feathers that are scattered around this big-ass game, shout out Assassin's Creed 2.
That's the most extreme version, though.
No, Shavar,
no.
Was
that, Brotherhood?
No, that was the second one. No, that's not the most extreme example. You want to know why I know it's not the most extreme example?
What's the most extreme example?
Because
every
game since then has a fucking collectible similar to that, if not as many things as it, and it's most of the time collected to a trophy that nobody wants because you have to go collect all these stupid things. It's not like Doom where you unlock levels if you find all the dummies or something, or you get cool shit if you find them. It's like the Sashimono banners where it's you get a saddle, so your saddle's a different color. And I might go back so I can get all the saddles, but they don't have New Game Plus. So if they had New Game Plus, oh yeah, I'm a lot more likely to go back and get those banners. But if they don't, and they're adding Legends soon, then I don't want to.
But, I mean, I think the Assassin's Creed one is pretty egregious, though. I mean, there's so many feathers, and they're not super easy.
Yes, no, Shavar, I shit you not. That was the collectible that turned me off to collectibles for after that. Almost every game I play now, unless I want to do unless I'm oh, the collectible does something, I'm I don't want to do that. Ratchet and Clank has collectibles similar to that, but they're fun to find, the gold bolts and stuff like that. But they unlock things and they do cool shit, and you get different stuff for it. Which I need to go back and platinum Ratchet and Clank now that I think about it.
So to me, that's the only collectible I've found negative. I'm usually neutral or positive on collectibles.
Yeah.
That the Assassin's Creed one, the feathers for your mute retarded. Your mute?
He was traumatized. Your brother. He was traumatized. He literally had a traumatic experience, and then
but he was hanging around your mom, right? Or
he was just, well, yeah, because your parents were in fucking hiding because of all the shit that happened at the beginning of the game. But anyway. No, well, that's the thing. That's it. That is an extreme example, but I feel a lot of games still have this problem. I don't know. Well, okay,
it's optional. It's all
Well,
optional.
no, it is optional unless you are one of those people that you have to fucking imagine if Bloodborne had okay, because think about the Dark Souls trophies, right? The original Dark Souls trophies. What are they?
Beat the boss 3 times.
Yeah. Beat the boss 3 fucking times, 3 or 4 fucking times.
All the weapons
to make the weapon and find the weapon, right? That's different than collecting the same repetitive fucking thing. Finding each of those weapons. The most repetitive thing you're doing is beating the boss over and over, right? That's the most repetitive thing you're doing, right? And let's be real. If you know how to work the game the right way, you can literally make your playthrough twice as fast the next couple times you play it, right? Especially as New Game Plus, as you ramp it up, you can the game doesn't scale that much after New Game Plus. I think 2 or 3. After that, the game is pretty much you start to like stomp everybody in your way. So it's not that big of a deal, right? That's not the same thing as literally, hey, there are a bunch of these one thing scattered all over the city. Because the only game that I didn't find that bad was Spider-Man, right? Because one, they fucking put him right in front of you.
That's the only game?
Well, no. Spider-Man and a bunch of other games. Infamous is good about it too. I think God of War was fun. I liked the collectibles of God of War. Those were like worthwhile and fun. Those are some games that make collectibles good. Uncharted Treasure, not fun.
That's what I'm getting at. It can be bad. It's just not. It's not usually bad. It's just there are some examples of really bad ones. I think most of them are okay. Yeah. And then it's optional. If you've got like a ball itch and you just gotta get them, then go get it. Like get them or get medicine for
I still gotta play Last of Us Part 2 to go search more cabinets to see what I can find if I missed anything. Because that game is searching cabinets. The video. I love that game. Great, one of my favorite games this year. But searching cabinets, the video game. Got to replay it. I also got to replay it.
Maybe it's just a thing. I like it. Like I was playing Fallout, getting ready for the stream. Fallout 4 stream coming soon. Oh baby, it's about to be hype, homie. It's crazy. Like we got zombies in there, man. We got what do we got, man? We got tiggo bitties. We got zombies. We got war. People out in the streets just pop, pop, pop. I got people dead to life to dead. Man, I got all these
zombies.
I got
zombies and ghouls.
I got buildings. Yeah, nah, bruh. I'm talking zombies, homie. Zombies, right? And then I got buildings that you couldn't go in. You go in these buildings now, bruh. I got guns that go brat brat, and guns that go bloop bloop, and guns that go bing bing bing. I got it all, bruh.
Okay, bing bing bing.
Lit. But what I was saying is that Fallout, there's so much trash. It's trash. It's garbage.
Well, that's why.
Man, maybe I put it all up.
Well, that's why that game. Well, that's why that game is more fun when you go back through because, well, one, imagine if Fallout. Imagine if Fallout. Those cool weapons you found or some of those armor pieces were in.
You know how to say imagine in Japanese? Imagine.
That in Fallout, you had to find each individual piece of power armor, but they were in random containers just scattered across the land. Not like the cool mission in Fallout 3 where you find the Anchorage armor by going to the different places and finding it, all the keys and then unlocking all the doors, and not like that. That was a really cool mission. I'm talking shit where it's like it's just like. But
Fallout 4 is exactly that. It
no,
is
it's
exactly.
not. No, you don't literally find
a piece in a box somewhere. Good luck.
No, that's not. It's not how that. I mean, there's some resources in that game that are kind of hard to find, but not necessarily like things you need.
Yeah, but okay, all right. You got to give me an example of a game where collectibles lead to something you need, because I can't think of one.
Something that you not need necessarily, but okay, things that are functional. Okay, so for instance, this is the difference between so two games that do this, collectibles that give you things that are functional: Red Dead Redemption 2 and Tsushima, and I think they both do it. Yeah. They both do it well, but I also think Tsushima does it better because some of the shit in Red Dead Redemption 2 will take you 4 hours to fucking do, and then you'll still only be halfway done, right? With the first half of it. Tsushima, you go find the shrines, you get rewarded for it. You get power-ups that can help you in battle. Let's say you're having trouble with this one thing. Okay, let me go find some fox shrines, maybe combine these things, I can get more slots. Okay, cool. Now I can have more stealth and have slightly more power when I'm fighting these guys. That's a good example of a power-up. Even small things like Spider-Man, like if you're a big Spider-Man fan and in that game you want a new costume, go collect the collectibles. You'll get new costumes. I mean, I mean.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore, man.
All right. Well, we got shit to talk about. I mean.
Well, hold on. Why do you get to promote your stream, and then when I start talking about my
stream, Shavar's
stream, go back to talking about fucking flags in Tsushima, huh?
Hey, listen. I all I gotta say is that our stream names are great. I'm Super Chevy Biko. Shavar is Super Chevy.
I don't
So
even know because we do have a channel, and then you not streaming on there, so I might stream on the channel and then use my other one for dirty stuff.
well, you can stream on the channel, but we could also simulcast it. We could simulcast us playing on the main channel, so that if people just want to watch both of us, it'll just switch in between both of them, or it'll just play one of ours.
How's that gonna work? If I'm playing and you're playing, who's gonna be tapping the button to switch?
No, you can set that shit up. You can just set it up, and I mean, if we need to, we'll get Haley to
All
do
right.
it.
Let's change the you to I and I to you. You set it up because I don't know how to do
Yeah, be
that.
setting a bunch of shit up, bro. Listen. Oh yeah. By the way, y'all need to check out my stream once again. Super Chevy Biko. I got a cool. I got a cool overlay now.
Say what I'm doing on my stream.
Come check me out. I got a cool overlay now. It looks really nice. Oh man, it's so sick.
Oh my god, I've never seen someone so happy to play video games with a girlfriend. Come on, man.
I love it. It's fun, dude.
Undertale yet?
No, we haven't played in a couple weeks because we took a break one day last week, and then the other week, me and you played Avengers on the stream. So we skipped a couple streams on Undertale. We're about halfway through. It's not that long of a game. It really isn't. And every time we play, we make it 2, if not past, at least one boss.
Do you know how mean you are to your viewers? This is how mean Biko is to his viewers. And when I say viewers, I mean me. I was playing Avengers with this guy, right? And he couldn't get his audio straight, so I couldn't hear him in the PlayStation party. So instead of him being lenient and knowing that anything I hear from him on the stream has a delay of anywhere from 15 to 45 seconds, instead of like understanding that, this motherfucker was yelling at me when he heard me say something, then he'll yell at me about what I said.
Okay,
and
so Shavar is
later, like, bruh, chill.
Shavar is hilarious because what he didn't understand, or I guess didn't see on my camera, is that I had another headset plugged into my fucking PlayStation controller. So I was talking directly to you. I heard you as you were talking. So you were wrong. I was speaking directly to you. I was not listening to you through a delay and going, why isn't he listening? No. Anyway, why are we talking about this here? Why are we talking about this here?
Time for some fake news. You know the debates are tonight. Look, check this out, man.
Yeah, I gotta watch. I'm gonna watch that shit. Oh man, I gotta.
I don't know if we can. It's like happening in 10 minutes. Anyway,
so you've never heard of YouTube before? Or?
You're on a podcast, bruh.
Anyway, yeah. So guess what? We got some news for you guys this week. Thanks for tuning into episode 60. Xbox One X sales skyrocket as pre-orders for Xbox Series X go live. So, as you guys heard from us last week, Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S pre-orders went live on Tuesday. They got snatched up by bots and shit. It was just as bad. It was just as bad as the PlayStation one, as well as the.
No. PlayStation didn't get snatched by bots.
No. It wasn't as bad as PlayStation one. Yes. No. The PlayStation one was not as bad. The Xbox one was worse. Okay, well, yes. Okay, well, can I talk? So, in between that time, there was a 747% markup, on orders for the Xbox One X, which is not the Series X for people. And listen, sure, I'm saying I know that we know, but like I said, there are people who listen to this who think this is funny too. One X is not the Series X, right? I think that they've been naming the Xbox as fucking stupid since the 360. I have no idea what they've been doing since the original Xbox. I don't know. I guess they just said we can't name it 2, 3, and 4. That's too much like PlayStation because they claim numbers apparently. But yeah, there's markup that was seen on Amazon and a couple other places. I literally saw screenshots, people posting, like, not joke screenshots, like people like posting, like rush posting, like as I looked through the hashtag, rush posting like screenshots with like their order confirmation shit on it for Xbox One X's. So in my opinion, listen, I'm not saying, I don't think that Xbox did this deliberately, like this whole naming convention. I just think they fucking suck at naming things. But yeah, pretty fucking hilarious considering these things are pretty similarly named.
Before we get too far, well, I do think the naming conventions of the Microsofts are not great.
Fucking awful.
I think this story was blown out a little bit
What do you
because
think?
Amazon put out a statement saying that when something
Oh, we believe Amazon
has a 747% markup, it's all in relation to where it was before, which sounds like
yeah, sure, that's how that works.
but it's not in relation to actual sales numbers. It's in relation to where it was on the Amazon charts. So it moved up 747% from where it
Yeah.
was. But that doesn't mean it was that doesn't mean it was selling 747% more than it had before, because it's in relation
But it was
to
selling more. Who cares what the exact number is? It was obviously selling more.
Yeah, but it could have been just 50 to 200 people.
Shavar doesn't want to believe that people are stupid.
No, it's not fucking me. Amazon said it.
Yeah, we trust Amazon. Yeah.
Why would they fucking lie? That doesn't make sense for Microsoft. No, they're just saying it's not really like Xbox sales went from 50.
All they did was just re-explain what I already thought that it meant. Listen, sure, nobody's saying that it's like a bajillion people went and accidentally bought the wrong console. Nobody is saying that.
How many? Give me a number. Give me
not
a number.
A thing. I would say like a couple thousand.
No.
Like total sales, yeah.
It's literally in the few dozen.
According to what? Can you send it to me?
Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Amazon.
Okay. Well, like I said, I trust Amazon, so I appreciate their input. No, but I just wanted to use this talk too about just the naming conventions that Xbox has. There's a lot of Xbox news today, so we can keep going after we get this out. But I just think, by the way, Shavar, God, the photos, man, you gotta do better on that.
On what?
There's a slideshow. There you go. By the way, I think the Xbox One X looks sick. Hold on. I think that's a great looking console.
Hold on. Don't you dare talk to me about this slideshow, okay?
I made a great one.
Don't you dare. I am not an octopus. Yes, I have 3 legs.
Wait, what? You can't press a button on your laptop while we're talking? I mean, on your computer while we're talking?
It's not just buttons. I got these buttons. I got the recording. You don't just
have one button that just presses
That sounds like
So wait, I was gonna say, why did they ever explain why they named this shit the Series X or where? I remember they explained why they named it the Xbox One, but I don't think they ever explained why they named it the Xbox One X, or the Series X, or the Series S, or the Xbox One S. Why is it called S? Like, I know it's a digital version, but why the fuck the S? Like, it
sounds cool. It's just like how
what the
iPhone.
Fuck?
What do they have? iPhone.
It's the 10. It's the 11 now. Yeah.
No, but they got iPhone things like iPhone 5S, right? And something like
that usually actually that stands for something.
What's it stand for?
Let me see.
Tell me what it stands for.
I can Google it, but I can guarantee it stands for something. Anyway, I'll keep talking while I look this up. Like I was saying before, the Xbox One X looks like that's a sexy console. Besides that big ass brick we're getting. I basically got the Xbox One X. Xbox Series X right here. See, I already got the names confused. But
yeah, okay.
Yeah, no. What did you tell me to look up?
No, don't worry about it. It's not fucking important. The important thing is, well, I mean, come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's not that important.
Look at those memory cards from 2002. Oh my gosh.
No, hold on. I was gonna say something. You made me forget. Anyway.
Round 2. Fight.
So like I told you, because look, here's the thing. I spend most of my life pretty miserable from day to day because I have to live it in a world full of people who just don't listen to me.
Oh my god.
Because guess what? More likely than not, I'm right. More likely than not, the people I'm around are right. But sometimes people just don't listen. I told you.
Hello,
I told
bakers.
all you.
Yo, who's got
Welcome
ads
to
It's
the
gonna
playing?
be
10.
expensive, didn't I say these memory cards are gonna be
familiar,
some bullshit? And they
comforting,
are.
lovely.
They
You
absolutely
ready
are.
for those magic words?
And I said
I'll set you up, yeah?
it's
Okay,
gonna
Houston.
completely invalidate the Xbox Series S. Because at the end, $299, right, for the thing? $299
Yeah,
is a good
$299.
price for what you're getting. But then when you consider there's a $200 version, a $200 more version that has more power and more everything and full capabilities and more memory, and then the fucking memory card costs $220, you should have just gotten the big boy.
$220
That's
fucking dollars. So that's what this topic is. The price finally came out, and you can actually pre-order these right now if you're an idiot. The price actually came out for the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S memory cards, which sounds exactly like when you used to have a fucking PS2 that had a memory card or a 360 that had a memory card. Except they're like 1 fucking terabyte, and you plug them into the console, and they cost $220. So
I told
yeah,
you memory cards are gonna come back.
God
As soon as
damn.
Sony said their SSD thing, I knew it.
God damn. So one thing that people need to know is that this is so that you can literally run games off of the actual memory card, like because they're SSD memory cards, right? So you can use like a flash drive and store your games on that, but they won't. You'll have to like literally like move them to the console and shit like that, and like and
Right.
you
So
can
that's
play them
the
off
way-
of the flash drive, but they won't be optimized. Like there's different caveats.
No, that's not true. Here's a dealio. Because I called Philly Spencer.
Okay, so I got something wrong, and then you straight up just lie. Okay, cool, sweet.
Bro, I called Philly Spencer, bro. What are you talking about? Listen, check it out. I called Philly P. I don't know, Philly SP, all right? And he told me the deets. Check it out, bro. You can use another bitch ass drive that's not gonna do nothing for nobody, but you can't run Xbox games off of it. You gotta reinstall them. It can hold the game,
Yeah,
but you can't run.
you have to
You
reinstall
gotta
them.
move them from the left to the rights.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, unless it's the
Because
memory card,
the
right?
game- Unless the memory card you can run games off of, because it's not just like a normal fucking hard drive, right? It's an SSD, an NVMe. These connect into the console in a certain way. The games are built a certain way where they're expected to load that way, right? And we're going to talk about load times and stuff coming up later, but they're expected to load that way. So it's the same with the saves that we talked about before for Spider-Man and stuff. Like, I'm sure it could be done where you can use the same saves, where you could actually play the games off the hard drives, but the effort to go into doing that, as opposed to just doing it the way they're asking you to, it's just too much. So you can not play those games from another hard drive. You can play Xbox One games from it, but not Xbox Series.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, you can play Xbox One games. You can't play like Series X games though. So, yeah, I was like kind of like, let's be real. I mean, PlayStation might have something very similar coming up soon. I think this is just something that's gonna happen as we get into this era of stuff. But I mean, we may see discounts on these in the future too. We'll see. But I mean,
you will, and the price will go down. But here's the thing: these NVMe, PCIe 4, Gen 4 hard drives, they are the latest kind of stuff you can get as a normal person. They're expensive. If you go to Amazon or go to Newegg or go to Yodobashi or wherever you want to shop, it's probably more expensive at Yodobashi, and you go and buy a 1 terabyte NVMe Gen 4, it's gonna cost you $300 for like a cheap one.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that Xbox has overpriced these, because that is basically the price of what you're gonna go in there and buy.
It seems
you
similar.
Go to buy it from Amazon or something,
right?
So I think the pricing is fine. I think the expectation people had, because people don't understand the technology, is just gonna. I mean, I hope you didn't reserve a Series S thinking you're just gonna buy some memory and play off of it, because
Yeah, no, they're literally making sure you can't fucking do that. So that's what I was gonna ask. You can't just plug in a SSD, right? Like you can't, right? Like that's not how this works.
Okay,
And use it the
you
same.
can, but you can't play from it. You can plug in
Okay.
this thing that's on the screen that's in our stream. This thing you can plug in and play from that. But if you were just to go to a normal store, buy an SSD, or even an NVMe SSD and had a case with it, that won't work because Xbox has done a proprietary thing with Seagate.
Yeah, that's what it is. So they partnered with
Right.
Seagate to do this. So
When the
right.
PlayStation comes,
I hope the
and
PlayStation will just let me use an SSD. Oh God, please.
stop saying SSD because that's what here's the thing.
NVMe, whatever.
Saying SSD is like saying memory. Like that
Okay,
under
then what
SSD
should
are
I
a lot
say
of things.
then? Computer expert.
NVMe
Okay.
SSD.
Okay.
NVMe SSD. There
Mm.
you go. Sony is supposed to be non-proprietary, and they'll give you a list of ones you can use. I'm sure they're gonna be the higher end ones, and they're not gonna cost that much different from the Xbox ones. But you'll have a choice. So when stuff goes on sale, there'll be more sales for you to buy from. Um, and I got a Gen 4. I'm gonna get another Gen 4 for my PC, but they're expensive, man. They're not like these
Right.
super simple, easy things to pick up for like $50 or $100. They're kind of expensive. So
Yeah. I mean,
we'll see what Sony says.
no, we'll see what Sony does because they haven't said anything about it. I don't know. I kind of need Sony to speak up some more. We're almost in fucking October. Give me some more details. I feel like
Okay, everyone's been saying that. What are they supposed to say?
Well,
Huh?
okay. Shut up. Let me.
It's Corona time. Hey, it's Corona time.
You really just interrupted me so you get some fucking sounds off.
It's Corona time.
Okay, what I was saying.
It's Corona time.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, what I was saying is that what I was saying was that both of them, because of Corona, I know Shavar. It's almost like I get to say. It's almost like I'm saying things, and then you like interrupt me with daytime fucking radio sounds and shit. But yeah, both of these things. It's kind of scary how close we are to launch, and compared to other past, things. Like launches for consoles, how much more detail we've had. And I know it's because of Corona. It's just like yikes, like memory. This is something we're just now learning about, and a lot of people just pre-ordered things. It's like wow. So yeah, that shit sucks. If you got a 1S and you're like, well, I'm gonna store so many games, you're wrong. Unless you're playing Fall Guys 30 times over, then yeah, you're gonna be able to store a lot of games.
Yeah, I mean, I told you so. That's all I gotta say. I told you so. I told you all. So, all right. Also, speaking on this, I got into like a Twitter spat with some.
Oh my god!
Okay,
why are you?
that we can say.
Oh my gosh! What are you? I don't want to talk about your Twitter fights.
I do. How do you? How can? Okay, what words can you say to insult people?
Now? I have no context for this. I don't want to talk about this.
I'm gonna tell you about it. All right.
Okay. Well, I'll just sit here. You can talk to the listeners then.
You listening? I see your headphones. You listening? Look, man. People can't read. All I said was Xbox Series S for $299 compared to building a PC for $299 is a good deal. And for whatever reason, people decided to try to crawl up my fucking ass and tell me how they can build a $299 PC that's gonna be better. A guy sent me a video for a $500 PC. I said $299. Another guy sent a video for a $400 PC. I said $299. It kept going back and forth all around. It's people just aren't good at being wrong, man. When you're wrong, you just shut up and take it. Shut up and take it.
All right, what we got next?
Also, another story.
Man. Oh my God, Shavar, come on, man.
I was I was I was playing Avengers, right? So I finally beat Avengers Story,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty hype at the end. The end is pretty hype, all right? I
Mm-hmm.
beat Avengers Story. I hopped in the multiplayer to do multiplayer stuff. And I like playing the Hulk, so I was the Hulk. And then we were in like the little lobby. And one of these 14-year-old kids was like, "Oh, we got the green nigga!" And and
Mm-hmm.
it was jarring because everybody else in the room. So it's like four people in the room, and one guy's like, "We got green nigga!" And then another guy's like, "Huh? What?" And then some girl, I didn't know girls play games, but there's a girl in there, and she just left. And then the other guy left, and it's just me and the green ninja guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is the ninja. And I didn't know. I was like, should I leave too?
I mean, you don't have a full squad anymore. Might as well leave.
We did not have a full squad anymore, so
That's what
it
I
was-
would have left. I would have been like, all right, well, I don't have a squad
Nah,
anymore.
he left. He left. I didn't have to make the decision.
So you played that mission by yourself. Congratulations.
No. I after he left, then I left, and then I joined another mission. Anyway,
All right. Mm-hmm.
which one is it? I think it's this one.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it!
You know you replaced that one, right? And then I guess you just fucking brought it back.
People didn't like that one either.
Fucking
So
dick face. So Sean Murray, the creator of No Man's Sky, said he's not talking much about his next game. He already said he's making another game, said it's this huge open world thing, but then people start asking questions again, like IGN did in this article, and he said, listen, I'm not trying to tell y'all shit. I learned my lesson last time. And you know, my thing is did he learn his lesson about letting people know too much about his game at a time, or did he learn his lesson about showing lies and then being mad that people noticed that your game wasn't what you said it was in a trailer? Which one is he saying he doesn't want to do again?
I mean, here's the thing.
By the way, for people who don't know, No Man's Sky game released like 4 or 5 years ago, which had this big trailer come out at E3, I think, when E3 existed.
Yeah.
And it was like claimed to do all these things. Like you could play multiplayer, you could travel all these worlds and do all these different things, and you could like there would be combat, there'd be all this different shit. The trailer showed all these different animals rendering at the same time. It almost looked like it wasn't possible because it wasn't. And the game was shit on impact. A lot of people wanted their money back. It was this huge fiasco. They've since made the game a lot like what they promised in the beginning, from what a lot of people have told me and from what I've seen in gameplay, and they're adding more content. But that's the story with that game. And this guy's basically saying, I'm not going to talk about my next game because that shit sucked.
Well, here's the thing. I think this game is another of those games as a service games, right? And this is
Yeah.
a new subgenre of game at the moment. I mean, you've got your Destinies, you've got your Warframes, you've got your No Man's Skies and your Avengers and stuff like that. And I mean, he shouldn't have said what he said, not knowing that they weren't able to do it.
No,
But
it
I'm
wasn't.
sure he
It wasn't
said a lot
even
of
like
what-
said what he said too. It was like they literally showed shit that was not in the game for like at least 2 years after, until like 2 years after it came out.
Yeah.
And they
I mean,
said this is
they fucked up.
gameplay. That's what they said. Like,
Yeah. But I think also, because I mean, No Man's Sky still has a good big player base now, and they put out this big update. People are loving and all that stuff.
yeah, no, it's good
I think
now. Yeah.
the consumer now has an idea of what to expect of these kinds of games.
I don't think
I
that
think
that's
at this
the
point,
same
back then,
thing.
no. Back then, no. Now I think people are knowing what to expect more. You're gonna get these games that are gonna take more time.
Back
to
then wasn't
become-
that long ago though. Okay, Shavar. Okay, I don't think that No Man's Sky is the same thing as Destiny or fucking Avengers, where like they develop over time. The game straight up was like none. It wasn't like Destiny where people forgot that games as a service was a thing and that more content would come out soon and they didn't get it right. It was literally the game looked worse, did not play the same, was missing entire features that they didn't say would come at a later date. They said, nah, this shit gonna come out, it's gonna be fire. And then the shit wasn't there. Like, that's different in my opinion. Like, that's a whole other, that's different than, okay, I know this game will develop over time. Maybe I should wait a couple months, or like, you know, get invested now and know that it'll get better later. No, it's like, wow, I bought this game and it's nothing like what was advertised to me. They didn't claim like this stuff will be like happening over time. It was like, it's all available day one. You can play multiplayer, and multiplayer wasn't even available until like 2 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want you giving this guy slack when he doesn't deserve. Like, I don't feel like that's like the same thing.
I don't think he deserves slack. I just don't think it's that big of a deal, because, well, I think the bigger deal is that if we've been getting trailers and CG trailers and things for all kinds of stuff for years. I never see a guy talk about something on a interview or see a trailer and I'm like, oh, like, I'm always skeptical about when a game comes out.
I mean, Molyneux. I mean, we know the nigga lied about Fable the entire series. Like, he lied about shit that game could do. That's why I don't hear from him anymore.
But what I was getting to is I don't think he should, whatever his next game is, I think he should still be as hyped and inspired. And because guess what? Even though he lied, and I'm not saying this is morally okay or anything, but even though he lied, a shit ton of people bought that game and a shit ton of people play that game. And I think if he hadn't, you know, stretched the scrotum a bit, you wouldn't have as big of player base.
Right, so his game is bad. Right.
People,
No,
they buy something, they want to justify they bought it.
Shavar, no, because here's the thing: the game would have gotten maybe better popularity if it had been honest from the beginning. Because there are games that don't get popular until sometimes a year or two after they come out. For instance, Among Us. That game came out fucking last like June, and it just started exploding like a month or two ago. Like, if a game is good, it will find that player base and those people. Like, of course, you have to promote it and stuff like that. Like, not everything is like a Among Us situation, but like, you can find those things and they will have that base without fucking lying, dude. You can't say me.
But that's the thing. That was not this situation. This was not a good game. This is a bad game. You can sell a good game with patience. You can't sell a bad game with patience because it will dissipate into the ether.
It's not
true. You sell
either.
A bad game with lies.
And
then you make it better.
So anyway, you're promoting lying. So
it's good. I'm not saying it's a good thing to do.
And you're the reason these niggas keep getting away with this shit is because they do it, and then you're like, it worked out for you in the end, right? It's okay. I mean, I also know you're not as invested because I have friends who I saw No Man's Sky. Let's be real. Even the trailer that people were like, "Oh, it's incredible." I did not think that shit was that cool. I was very I was apathetic about it when I saw it, right? But I have friends who invested in that shit, right? And when that game came out and they bought that shit, and I'm talking about like one or two people. Like, I know like at least like if I could talk off the top of my head, I remember at least 4 people's names who I know who fucking bought this game, got into it. 2 of them still play it. Bought this game, tried to get into it, and they were pissed. They were fucking mad. And I don't know, man. I feel like you just can't excuse like a product being that shitty and then being like, I learned my lesson last time. Don't talk that much. No, you lied, dog. That's what you did. You didn't talk too much. You fucking lied.
I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm saying what he did worked.
No,
right?
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
all I'm saying.
You're right. You got that hype.
That's all I'm saying. What he did worked. That shit worked, and he came out of there with what is he, like a cajillionaire now?
Billionaire. Some more Xbox stuff, guys. I think the rest of this is like Xbox stuff for like one more thing. So Sean Murray, just kidding, that's Sean Murray. I just thought this was funny because I feel like people just like to talk about how they don't understand money or taxes or anything. And I even said this to Shavar, like plain face, and he had the same reaction as I did when I saw this news. But the Xbox Series S is on a price reduction in Japan. It's $28 less. That's it. That's the whole news.
That's not. No. It originally was 32,980 yen, about $313. And
Yeah.
then guess what?
Yeah.
It came out to 2,980 yen. Who gives a shit? It's like $10. All right, get out of here. I don't what. Come on, man. This is not
Yeah,
new.
I
Come on,
yeah, no,
man.
I thought it was
Also,
really funny
what I want to
because
talk about.
this got circulated quite a bit. Yeah, it's funny. What?
What I want to talk about is how they're like the Xbox sold out in Japan world premiere. My ass, man.
Didn't they
Look,
say the same thing about the Xbox, like the original Xbox, and like nobody plays that in Japan ever?
bruh, you could go to a game store or a Yodobashi or something and pick up an Xbox One X for like 2 yen and a pack of gum.
Yeah, nobody plays Xboxes in Japan. That's like they
Nobody
don't really play
plays Xbox.
consoles.
Nobody wants Xboxes. No, yeah, people will really play consoles, and if they do get one, it's gonna be a Nintendo thing or Sony.
Or it's
thing.
PlayStation. Yeah.
Look, I don't doubt that they sold out. I think they sold out. They probably sold out
Because there were
but
like
they
5 of them.
Also, exactly. There's probably like I don't know, 10,000 maybe maximum 10,000 available for sale.
Yeah,
And
if I have 3 of something and I sell them.
Fucking dude bros at the face. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. The 10 Americans that live there bought the shit.
How do you pre-order? How do you pre-order an Xbox? Just tell me.
You go online
me
and
the
you press the button.
Boom, right there. Japanese people don't know how to use the internet. Number one.
No,
right?
no, I'm not. I don't know about that one, Chief. You do that by yourself.
Bruh, look, listen. All right,
Yeah,
listen.
ugly console with no disk drive.
Using the internet in Japan is like doing calculus 4 in America or talking about politics without getting angry. It's really hard for people to do. All right? Internet in Japan, go pre-order my balls. The only thing I've seen people pre-order was Taylor Swift tickets. And even then, people died doing it. And there are tears involved. No way, man. No way. Number 2. The gamer culture in Japan probably wasn't even watching that
gamer
thing,
culture
right?
again.
Like Tokyo Game Show, Xbox thing, whatever. Like I said before, is probably a lot of, expats, I hate saying that, living there, or people on military bases.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure that's a large portion.
the Xbox selling out. Listen, the Xbox selling out in Japan. Listen, like I was saying earlier, if I have 3 things and I sell all 3 of them, and I go put in the newspaper, world-class record, I fucking sold out, and I never tell you what the number is exactly, then yeah, bro, it's kind of shady. I mean, I don't know. They don't play consoles in Japan. They do, but they don't.
Also,
Like that's
you can't sell an Xbox by saying Japan is in Flight Simulator like every other country in the world. No. Here's the thing. You can't. Did you watch the Tokyo Game Show?
No. What? Yeah, I did, but I don't know exactly. What did you say?
One of the big selling points was that in Flight Simulator, Japan exists. Just like every other country in the world exists in Flight Simulator.
Oh, so they were like, you can see Japan in Flight Simulator. That was the selling.
The thing is, that works for Japanese people because Japanese people always have a hard-on for Japan, all time.
Does Yakuza sell well in Japan?
Yeah, it sells well.
Yeah, because I mean, the game is modeled directly after Japan, so I thought that they would like that a lot. I mean,
What?
I also like just the disclaimer. I don't. I don't agree with Shivari's claims about Japanese people not knowing how to use the internet. I just want to go back on that.
I tried to tell somebody how to download a weather app one time on their phone, and instead of going to the app store and looking for the name, they went to Yahoo. They went to Yahoo, and they typed into Yahoo the name of the weather app, and then the name popped up, They scrolled down, they clicked it. It was an article about the weather app. They scrolled down and clicked the link for the weather app, which then opened up the app store. And then they downloaded it, and then they couldn't download it because they haven't updated their iPhone in 2 years because the news said it's kind of dangerous. So,
that's not just a Japanese thing. There's no plenty of Americans like that too.
Okay, plenty is not the same as most.
Oh,
okay?
You've met ladies and gentlemen, Shavar has met most Japanese people. He's done it. He's done it.
Because whenever someone does a poll or a statistic, they interview everyone, right? When
that's why you should check fucking survey numbers and see how people are trying to.
Everyone.
Yeah, and that's why you should exactly why you should check survey samples and see. Sometimes people will be like, most Americans think this. They ask fucking 7 goddamn people. Most Americans don't think shit.
Okay, but if they ask 3,000 people, it's not.
That's a better sample size. I can still take or give whatever that gives me. It doesn't mean I have to believe it.
It's basically what you're saying to me, homie. You're saying that my sample size isn't enough because it's not everybody. That's what you're saying.
I think your sample size isn't good enough because you're probably drunk when you met half of those people. And I'm not even going to give you that fair assessment of that. But I was not drunk
when I met the other half. Did you think of that? Huh?
No, because that's not a fair assessment either. You're just making up statistics now. I wasn't drunk when I met the other half.
Making up statistics? I'm telling you the truth, man. Look.
Hard numbers here, folks.
Just like the Xbox card thing. You are off your rocker.
Anyway, I'm not getting an Xbox anytime soon. I might get one next year. Or 2 years from now.
Oh, dang. For real? I was about to buy you one.
I'm sure you will.
I'll just get you Game Pass for your phone.
Yeah, give me Game Pass so I can play it on my fucking Nokia phone, my Nokia flip phone with a controller attachment.
Amazon launches.
You better use that photo, boy. What you doing?
I don't need to hear you.
What are you saying? You're not hearing me.
Okay, that's what I thought. Amazon launches their cloud game service, Luna, which is a horrible name, like most names
terrible.
Of things.
I mean, yeah, just the name is terrible. Yeah.
Is it really launched, or is it just? It's in beta. So
it's in beta. They didn't launch it. It's in beta. They announced this. So Amazon has an annual thing, kind of like Apple does, and a lot of other places do. Everybody has an annual thing. Amazon had their annual tech thing where they release a lot of their different hardware. They also have their own version of the Peloton that they're releasing. It's not a Peloton. It's just Amazon's competitor. I mean, I'm Amazon's version of it that's going to compete with Peloton. But one of the things they also announced was the Luna. The Luna, so I'm just going to read some of this from a Game Informer article. Shout out to Game Informer. It's going to be $6 a month. The controller is going to be $50. You can play it on Fire TV, PC, and Mac. They didn't say anything about if it comes with Prime, because if it comes with Prime, then I'm going to try it out. But it comes with over 100 AAA games, including Resident Evil 7 and Control. It'll have 4K enhanced games from Ubisoft, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Far Cry 6, Immortals Phoenix Rising, that weird name game. And if this sounds familiar, it's because it's kind of like Stadia, in my opinion. It sounds very similar.
It kind of, I mean, yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not too sure about this one.
Clearly, this is the direction games are going. It's just,
I don't like
for
it.
whatever
I want to own
reason,
my shit.
Everybody will make money this way. It'll be distributed.
I want to own my shit.
You have, huh?
I want to own my shit.
I mean, when you buy a game, you don't own it anyway. So whatever.
I mean, if I literally buy a physical copy of a video game. If I have Persona 5 in there, I fucking own it. It's mine. They can't take the disc away from me.
No.
No? Just no?
They can't take the disc away from you. But, okay, so let's say you buy Call of Duty, right?
Yeah. What are you about to tell me?
You buy Call of Duty, you play Call of Duty, but you happen to also cheat in Call of Duty. You bought the game, right?
Yeah,
so they can
that's not what I'm talking
they can
about.
very well and very easily ban you and stop you from playing
That's
the game.
not what I'm talking about. You violated terms of service, and that's for the online portion. You can still play the single player version. That's a different thing. When
No,
you play the
not all.
multiplayer version, you agree to something.
Okay.
That's the whole fucking point.
Okay.
You
but
sign an
bought it.
agreement on
Okay,
every
how about
online
this?
game you play.
How about this? If you play something on one of these online publisher stores like Bethesda or Epic, and let's say you have Fallout 76 and
Hypotheticals
you
with Shavar
have
Price.
Doom. No, but you have to use hypotheticals when you talk. Stop doing that. Stop saying because someone else is giving you an example, it's invalid.
Okay, finish instead of
listen.
raging. All right, hurry up. Finish your example.
All right. If you get caught cheating in Fallout 76, you get locked out of your Bethesda account.
For
Even
that
if you
online
didn't do
game.
anything wrong in Doom, you still can't use Doom. You bought it, you can't use it. You don't own any of the shit you buy, whether it's physical or digital.
Damn, you shouldn't have signed that agreement.
To play it for a while, huh?
You shouldn't have signed that agreement for. You're naming online games, by the way. You're naming online like based games where you literally have to sign an agreement that literally says they will do all of that shit, and it's a part of the online version. So it just happens to be that
Marvel
those games are
vs.
online
Capcom 3.
games.
If you bought Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it is now no longer available to get or buy. So if you threw away your Xbox and then you wanted to get again, you can't.
What do you
have
mean?
to go and find a physical copy and buy it.
Shavar, that's what I'm talking about. If I have the physical fucking copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, guess what? I have that game. It's mine. How are they going to make me not play it? That's what I'm talking about. How are you going to... Physical media, I get to keep it, and I get to plug it in and play it when I want to. Digital media, if I own that thing digitally, yes, that's different. I don't technically own that. I agree with that. But you can't tell me that my copy of fucking Mortal Kombat 11, that if I unplug my PS4 from the internet and go move into the fucking woods, that bitch will stop working. Unless I break it in half or scratch it.
Your copy of Mortal Kombat 9 will stop working.
Why? Why would my copy of Mortal Kombat 9 stop working? What are you talking about?
Do you remember when... Xbox just tried to do that the last generation, where you couldn't even get used games without buying them again. You remember that?
Okay, Mortal Kombat 9. What does that have to do with what we're talking about? What happened to Mortal Kombat 9?
You remember when they were trying to sell the pass for the game, where you buy the game and you get the pass automatically, but if you were to have the game secondhand, you'd have to pay some amount of money to reactivate it. The disc. You remember that? That was one of the first games to ever do that, and one of the only. Because
I don't think that's. Okay, so what's your point? I could still play it right now.
My point is that right now, all the stuff that they let you do with the games, like modding or anything, or whatever they let you do with games now, is them letting you do it. You don't have a right to do shit to their stuff, right? I mean, even the fact that they let you rip it from one thing and put it on another, that's even a thing.
We're not even talking about the Luna. That's the funny thing.
They wanted to, they'd fight it. What I'm saying is, the Luna thing, to say you just want to own your games, I guess you're a little closer if you're physical, but they can still fuck you up, man.
Oh, so Shavar, listen, that thing from MK9, that expired in 2012.
I know. I said it didn't keep. Oh my god. All right.
Yeah. So my thing is that that's not even fucking valid because it's gone. Shavar, MK9 would work. Okay, so why'd you bring it up? Hold on.
But we're talking about if you own something, right? If they could do it then, what's the difference now? The only difference now is public opinion. They tried a thing and they got fucked by it, but it doesn't mean they don't have the right to do it. It's their property.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the things that I have now, they're not going to go retroactively go and do that to Persona 5 in 2022. And if they did, that's some diabolical ass shit.
Okay, let's say you mod your PlayStation 4 and then Sony has an update. And they see that you've modded it. What will they do? They'll shut you the fuck down. And you can't even put discs in. You get what I'm saying?
No, because then if I'm that much of a master hacker, I'll just reset my PS4 and then just play it offline.
It's not about your ability. It's about do you own it or not, and do you have the right to do things. If I buy a chair, I can do whatever I want to that chair.
Yeah, Shavar, you're going. We're talking about
shit in the chair.
Okay,
Shavar, we can
hit in the chair. We can talk about this. We're talking in circles. listen, I'm not arguing with your point about they can take it away from you at any time. But guess what? That's a hypothetical. I'm talking about literally right fucking now. You try to say all these other examples of games that they won't work. They do work. Like they do. Like these, I can take my PlayStation 4 offline and all these games will still play. Yeah, I'll have to install them. I won't be able to get updates, but I can still play the fucking game. So what I'm trying to say,
why the hypotheticals are important. Can you just give me like 20 seconds to do that?
No, because because I know what you're trying to say. It's just that like I'm talking about like that's not what I was talking about. You were saying I was wrong about a hypothetical.
Exactly what you were talking about.
No, you were saying I was wrong because I was wrong about your hypothetical. You weren't saying that I was like wrong about. You were saying I was wrong about your hypothetical as if I was wrong about literally things that are happening right now, not things that could happen or might happen. I'm not talking about digital games that you buy and then you deleted it and then you try to re-download it, but they removed it from the store so you can't play it anymore. That's fucked up. I know that that's not the same thing as me owning a physical copy of a game. And I'm not saying that they can't do that in the future. I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying it's not happening now. So, listen.
But listen, okay, you're saying it's not happening now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take those words because we're talking about this cloud service, and your whole thing was, I want to own my stuff. They're not going to take away because it's not happening now. Well, it's not happening now with this. They're not taking your games away now with this.
No, it's not taking. No. Nobody said taking my game away. That's not what the cloud service is. The cloud service is I can only play this game online. That's okay. This is how this cloud service works. I can only play the game online. I have to be connected to the internet when I fucking play it. First of all, that's a red flag for me. People already hated that shit with DRM, whatever the fuck, back in the day with PC stuff, right? That's already a red flag. Now, my thing about it's like PlayStation Plus stuff, right? This leads to your example. I know that a lot of those games are going to go away if I stop paying for the service. That's why some of those games I'm glad I already bought them, because if I do decide to unsub from PlayStation Plus and want to sub back later, I own a lot of those games point blank period. That's not what the truth with Luna or whatever, right? You can even, I think through Stadia you can even purchase some of these games, but if your subscription ends, you can't play them. And that's fucking wild. Like, I think that that's different because it's not the same as all the other stuff we were talking about, right? It's not, okay, I stopped paying $6 a month. I literally can't play fucking games anymore. I hack some shit and somebody kicks me off in one game. I can still use my console to play video games. I can't play them online anymore. I can still use my console to play video games. So I think it's two different things.
What percentage of the games that you have do you quote unquote own?
Oh, a small percentage. I only own like my collector's edition favorite ones. Okay, thank you. What? Okay. What does that prove about anything? I'm wary of something, and my favorite things I buy the physical versions of. If I didn't have you to share games with, I'd be buying more physical games. So if you keep talking shit, we don't have to share libraries anymore.
What are you... Oh, my God. America, don't trust these people. I'm telling you, man. They are ruining
He's just saying a bunch of shit. Like... Oh, so like, what are you talking about?
I'm saying you're prioritizing of owning things means
that's like saying like, you participate in society. Why do you hate it so much, motherfucker? Because it benefits both of us to have the games digitally the way that we do. It outweighs the risks to me, and you know that's why I do that, right? If I played games differently and I didn't have you to do that with, oh hell yeah, Shavar! If I had a choice. That's why I bought some games physical twice, because I want to keep them. That's why I did that, not because I think the disc is pretty. Like,
it's not. I think you're getting okay. All I was trying to say is that your complaint doesn't make sense when you apply it to reality. That's all I was saying. Because you don't own most stuff, and it's all hypothetical until it happens. So.
Okay, well, thanks. I mean, you didn't like I said, I feel like we just talked in circles for 10 minutes. But anyway, Alexa Luna, I think it could potentially be better than the Stadia. It's not something I want, though. I also, I don't like how much this controller looks like a fucking Switch Pro controller / 360 controller / Wii U controller. Also, like the reason that also the fact that they have the straight up Xbox buttons is hilarious. But yeah, I don't know, man. My thing is that
Xbox didn't create those buttons.
I know, but everybody sees that as the layout for Xbox, and that
Maybe
the Nintendo layout is the reverse. 25. No, over the age of 25. No, under the age of 25 too. People still claim Xbox and stuff. Anyway, Shavar, I feel like you just say stuff. Anyway, if you're interested in this and you want to try it, let us know. I feel like this is something that Shavar's right. There's definitely a market for this. There are a lot of people buying things digitally. I mean, people are very interested in the digital version of consoles. I still like physical media. I still buy my favorite things physically. I know the risk of having things digitally on my console too, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know, man. Streaming games as only and like having that like pay every month for it as a service like Netflix. I don't know about that. I feel like the reason I like Game Pass because I can actually install the bitch on my console and play it, and it plays good at the very least. And I feel like streaming, it's variable if it'll play good. Like, I don't know.
Look, I'm not interested in streaming game. I mean, I think it's fine, and it's clearly where the industry's headed towards streaming games and all that stuff.
I don't fuck with it, man.
But I don't like because I mean, in all honesty, there are months where I don't play games, and I don't see the point in paying for this service for not only for games I don't want, but also games that might leave. Also, I might not be playing for a month or 2 months,
right?
3 months. It depends on what's going on. Also, my internet might not be great. I mean, the potential for it is good. I like the option being there. I'm just more afraid of it being the only option. Like that's
what I don't like.
I like. I mean, I like consoles. They give you a whole different kind of game. I mean, you wouldn't have an Uncharted or Halos. You wouldn't have those things without consoles.
No, you wouldn't.
They're geared towards certain markets. You look at PC stuff, and PC is a great space and all that.
There's a lot of trash on PC,
but
there's
a very focused kind of culture with the games that do come out on PC. You're gonna have a whole bunch more Fall Guys and Among Us and stuff like I don't know Sonic releases and One Man Sky stuff than you will
One Man Sky. Okay, some of those games you mentioned.
Ratchet and Clank.
Some of those games you mentioned also are on PlayStation and have large communities. But
I know, but is that why people buy PlayStations? No.
Yes, I personally bought my PlayStation last week for Fall Guys.
Everything I say is wrong. Yeah, people went and bought a PlayStation and an Xbox for No Man's fucking Sky.
Yeah, I bought mine for Fall Guys, obviously. Duh.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking duh.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, so that's it. I just don't want it to become the trend that becomes all that's done because I do like to have choice in the games I play and what games I can play. I like to have, I don't know, just a little more control there. So,
yeah, we'll see. Okay, so last topic. So a bunch of places.
I just want everyone to know. Okay. It was Travol's choice.
Never mind. I was talking. You just gonna keep talking over me?
I know. Yep, and I was talking.
Anyway, no. You started talking like after I was fucking talking. That's not cool. What the fuck?
You do that all the time.
No, but like I was in the middle of introducing something, and then you just like jumped in. What the fuck?
You do that all the time.
No, I don't. No, that's not a reason to interrupt somebody, though. Oh, you shot somebody, so I'll shoot you, too. Even if it's not fucking true. No, that's not the same fucking thing. Anyway, Shavar can talk about it.
Nope, go ahead. I'll be quiet till you're done speaking.
All right, so a lot of people got hands-on time with the Xbox Series X. And they played a lot of fucking old games on it. And they were happy that the old games ran better. So, The Verge, I think IGN, as well as... a couple other places. I think Digital Foundry got their hands on it too, but they ran a bunch of different games. I think Sea of Thieves, Warframe, Destiny 2. There's Final Fantasy 15 was in there as well. They even ran old games like Grand Theft Auto 4, Gears of War, some other stuff, just to see what it was like. And yeah, games had load times similar to PC. Planets load up faster in Destiny. Some load times are cut like in half, like from like 2 minutes, like sometimes some of them like from like 1 minute and 35 seconds, like 30 seconds. They also talk about quick resume, which was if it sounds familiar, it's not like your PlayStation where you put it in rest mode and you can play the game from where you're playing. You can start like 5 games up on an Xbox Series X and have all of them stop at specific times and skip in between all 5 of them. Why you would need to do that, I don't know, but it's pretty fucking cool. People test that out, and yeah, you can swap between multiple games, and it takes about 5 seconds to resume each game after you switch in between them. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. A lot of games went up from 30 frames per second, up from 30 frames per second to like 60 frames per second in a lot of areas. Stuff like Red Dead Redemption was running in 4K at 60 frames per second, but it was, the Xbox One X version or whatever. But yeah, no, I think it's really cool. I think people were finally starting to understand that, this is a big reason to get the console. But I mean, what do you think?
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, if you're done being a little baby bitch.
What I was trying to say 8 minutes ago.
You're seriously basical. I'm so funny all the time.
Was that I didn't. If you wonder why today's episode's all Xbox, it was Biko, because he's an Xbot. He loves the Xbox.
I'm glad you got that stupid fucking joke out of the way.
It would have been nice to have gotten it away 8 minutes ago when I first tried. Who would have fucking thought that the new console generation of games plays old games better than the old games did before? Who would have thunk it? I mean, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing to ever happen since a man touched the moon. Did you know also that the graphics are prettier, that it costs more than the Xbox One X, and that fewer people have it? Oh my God, it's so amazing.
So I thought it was kind of dumb games. Because a lot of people were also being like, oh, it's you, Sony has to, and it's like their console's gonna do the same fucking thing. That's the whole point. Like, they've all been saying that their games are gonna play their old games better. Like, that's the whole fucking point. It's not like when the Xbox One came out and it was like, you can put your 360 games in and it will stream it, sort of, and it'll play it. It's like, no, it actually plays it. Like, it plays it better. This is why I think some of these people are fucking stupid who are like, I want the PS5 remaster of Spider-Man because I don't want to play the PS4 version on my PS5 because I guess you want to platinum the remaster version for some reason, even though it's literally the same fucking game. Sorry, I had to get that out. But yeah, I found it kind of weird how much this was news. Like, people were like, we got so many details in the Xbox Series X, and it can play old games better. That was it.
Right. So I mean, this is a good thing, but also I don't see why it. I mean, it's like kind of like big ballin' news. Everybody's posting their numbers. To show,
I don't get it.
Like come on, man. And it's what I expected. I expected all the games that touted 60 frames a second this generation that didn't eventually get there because of. I mean, here's the thing, and. Of course, the GPU upgrades are important, but they're custom. They're not. It's hard to, The most important thing is that the CPUs are way better, and that's what happened in the last generation. Everybody who kind of knew that the CPUs were a little behind. I mean, those are what bottleneck the systems.
Yeah.
If you're getting under your 60 frames per second, it's CPUs, and Xbox has a good non-variable CPU. It's gonna run fast. It's gonna load fast.
Yeah,
and that's great. I don't know why this is big.
Yeah, it's huge
news, and I don't know why they're comparing. Like, the thing is, they're comparing it to Sony, And then, but we're not even talking about the Sony news with Sony and Oodle, and it's like
Sony and Oodle. What?
so. Okay, so Sony and Oodle. Oodle is a company, uh, and Sony and Oodle have built this partnership to make the PlayStation 5, and it's supposed to they're supposed to help it do a lot of data transfer super well, super fast, like 5 gigs per second, 8 to 9 gigs per second uncompressed data, Oodle and Kraken.
Right, Pied Piper. Right.
It's supposed to be fast. It's fast shit, right? But I don't know. I just didn't think this was news. You know, I just thought like
I think people are just happy to hear something, even if it's nothing.
that might be it. People are just happy to hear stuff when there's nothing really to hear, you know? And there aren't lots of games coming out. There aren't lots of innovations and stuff with these consoles. I mean, they're becoming better machines, the consoles are. But I mean, we haven't even seen the what's it called? The UI for
Nope.
the PlayStation or anything.
For either,
like anything
yeah.
that happens is pure whack off section. Xbox buying Bethesda, and you know, like I'm growing to hate YouTube and everything more and more because it's like every day people are blowing something up and out of proportion, like the Bethesda thing, which is a big buy, lots of titles, so good. Oh my god, it's just like everyone's got a video to talk about how amazing this is and how all the Sony boys are crying. Or when Spider-Man's coming to Avengers, oh my, everyone's got a video about how horrible Xbox fans must be feeling after buying the thing. And Avengers gets a patch, right? Avengers got the 1,000 bug.
Everybody has
bug,
some shit to say
1,000
about that.
patch notes patch,
Yeah.
right? And then 3 days ago, there's another patch that fixed a lot of stuff that people were complaining about, like giving different people abilities and stuff. There's no video on that.
Yeah, no,
There's nothing to wank off about, right?
Yeah.
Like it's all just
Gotta get that content out, dude. Content mo. Yeah.
gotta get the content out. The content that's gonna get clicks. Nobody wants to hear like A company bought B company. This could mean this and that. No, it's like this is definitely happening.
For
Biggest
sure.
thing that ever happened in the world. Some picture. So Bethesda's making a game, Starfield, and a picture got leaked out from 3 years ago in development. But when you look at the YouTube videos for it, it's like Starlight details leaked. Big information. It's just a fucking photo. It's just a photo of a guy like a ship. There's absolutely nothing. There's nothing at all. And I can't imagine how these people sit at home, because they're my age and a little younger, your age or something. And they sit at home and do nothing but fucking twaddle on Twitter, see something pop up, make a thumbnail and make a video, record it, upload it. Like, how did they do all this garbage so fast? And there's nothing to be said. Man, I waste a lot of time on video now on YouTube because I'm at home all day.
Old man yells at clouds.
At home all day. Well,
Old man
fuck the clouds.
Yells at young people.
The clouds can go screw themselves.
Hey man, it's like that sometimes. Yeah, but
all right. So finally, let me plug we're at the end of the show here. All right, you got any recommendations?
Recommendations. Watch The Challenge, man. It's the greatest reality show in the world. It's amazing.
I don't even know what that is.
Incredible.
What is this?
It's you remember Real World Road Rules Challenge? That's what it is. It's people from the real world, Road Rules, and just a bunch of new ass people. I think they started adding Big Brother people and people from Survivor and people from The Amazing Race and shit. But yeah, it's literally like a competition show, and they compete for money, and they're either on teams, they compete solo. Very dramatic, very actiony. If you like shit like the real world, where it's personal,
Are you just getting into this or something?
Yeah, dude. I just got into it because I have CBS All Access, and they added basically every fucking season. So started watching it. It's just pretty fire.
Okay, because this has been around for years.
Yeah, it's been around since the 90s. Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
I can still recommend it, right?
Interesting recommendation.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I only recommend brand spanking new things. Somebody down the street just had a fucking baby at the hospital. Go pick that up real quick.
No,
It's fresh.
I was just saying.
Like baby shit.
I was just saying that's an interesting recommendation because it's been around. So not necessarily that like it's new, but like lots of people know about it. I would feel
Johnny
like
Bananas.
you know if it's your thing or not. You know.
Yeah. And as far as video games go, damn, dude, I don't know. I just played a lot of Tony Hawk today. I need to play more video games, man. I need to play more new video games.
I recommend. I had so much fun. So I finished Avengers. Last half of the story mode is hype. It's just. I mean, it's not like the most amazing thing, but it's really well put together. I have so much fun playing that game. The characters play so different. I thought Scarlet Witch is gonna be horrible. Captain America is gonna be boring. Iron Man is shooty. Man, everybody's so fun to use. It's just, and then you get in there and you smash stuff, and I'm hulking out and smashing. Even if it's like, first person shooters are all right, but I'm not gonna play Destiny for 2 years. I'm not that into first person shooters, but I can kick some dudes in the face for 2 years, or however long they plan for this game to go. But yeah, I recommend that game if you just like beating stuff up, but it's hard. It's not like
it's a good
game.
beat 'em up, dude. We played it on stream, Super Chevy Biko on Twitch, on last Friday, and it was pretty fun. It's not mindless, which is what I like. It's not entirely mindless. You
have you
to
gotten
be
through
active.
it yet?
No, I still haven't really played the game. I need to play the
fun,
story
too.
mode more. I haven't played the story mode. I need to get into that. But yeah, fun game, super fun game. Avengers is great, guys. I'm getting that.
All right, so here, since Biko no longer has anything to plug, let me tell you about my stream. It's coming up, all right? We're streaming. We're not jumping back and forth 20, 30 games a week, all right?
Okay, yeah, talk shit about your co-host. That sounds good.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm letting people know
glad I have support here.
What to expect. I'm not talking shit about you. I didn't say there's anything wrong with your stream. I'm just saying we're not switching games all the time. That's all I'm saying. All right? I apologize if that's what
keep talking that shit.
All right.
Cash shit.
So we will play different games, but at the moment we're going to be playing Fallout 4 set in good old Boston, but it's going to be modded to fucking Kingdom Come, and I'm talking about like over 200 mods.
Right.
I got a lot of stuff in here.
So your computer's gonna explode, right?
No, computer's fine. I got so many more guns. I got new characters. I got new areas. I got horses you can ride. I got robots you can kill. All the ladies got tickle bitties. All the dudes got muscles.
Oh,
it's
a gay porn.
I got like I said, I got zombies, man. It's got zombies, and I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and I'm tweaking it so it's the perfect Fallout. I've made the perfect Fallout game for me. So if you want to watch me stream it, I'll let you know next time the days and time, because I don't want to ruin your Wednesday, Friday.
No, I mean, dude, stream whenever you want to, man. I mean,
no, that's not how things should work.
Well, stream whenever you want to. I mean,
I stream when you stream?
A lot of my favorite streamers stream whenever they want to, but stream whenever you want to, man.
Yeah, but they're not two people. A lot of your favorite streamers aren't two people, right?
Some of them are. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
They don't cannibalize their own audience with two streams at once.
You can have two different streamers.
I mean, you have to agree with this.
I know I don't have to agree with it. I don't agree with it.
If you're a rational person, you have to agree with this.
I'm not a rational person, and Google Gaga blow up the world. Fuck everything.
Finally admitted it, people.
Yeah.
I've been battling against the wall for no reason. All right.
Yeah, all right.
But anyway, come to the stream. I'll let you know the name and time next week.
Some year.
It should be fun. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun with the game.
Yeah, no, it should be good. I'll tune in.
You tune in? You're supposed to be moderating. What do you mean tuning in?
You don't moderate for me.
Yes, I do.
You literally don't.
I come in there and I ask questions and I make sure nobody gets too rowdy. and I do all that I
You've
can.
never
'Cause you
approached
haven't
me
set
about
me as
being
a
moderator. You just
So
literally.
it's hard for me to moderate when you
sure.
haven't set me as a moderator. I would ban.
You've never
so many
you've never
people from
asked
here.
me to be a moderator before.
Why should I have to ask you? You're already a
Because
moderator on my stream.
that's
I
how
didn't even.
that's how
I haven't
you
even streamed
do
yet. You're
things.
already
You
moderating.
communicate with people to talk about things.
Oh my god.
That's how communication works.
No, man. You know how the Olsen twins don't have to say anything to understand what the other feels? Okay, you know how Lindsay Lohan and her sister that disappeared, the twin that was in the Parent Trap? You know how they still feel each other even though one is probably dead? That's how you and me should be. I shouldn't have to say that you're the moderator. Did you watch The Parent Trap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll be your moderator then. There you go. I guess usually you talk to people about things, not just, do fake telepathy and then hope them to, Never mind. It's all going good.
Remember, next week we will have a live episode on Tuesday, October 6th at 7:30 Central Time. 7:30 Central Time will be 9:30 a.m. Japan time, and it will be 10:30 p.m. Oh no 8:30 p.m. on that East Coast, and then the West Coast. I don't even know if you guys are awake by then. So.
Okay, I don't even know. I'm glad you were able to do that.
So what you'll do, you'll come to the Discord, you'll join the channel that says live episode. We will be live, we'll be doing the show, and if anyone's there, we will have, of course, you can chat in the box you can read the stuff. And also, if anyone wants to call in, ask a question, give a comment, opinion, or just scream profanities, don't do that. But there's no way we can know. But we're working on an honor system here. You can just give us a ting ting, and we can let you in and let you on. And then when you say something bad like green Negro, we will cut you out.
Oh Jesus Christ! Why you say green? What's wrong with green nigga?
That's okay. It's one of those things.
He just gets a green nigga, not like a regular nigga.
And when I say us, I mean blackies. All right, it happens to all of us. We're playing a game. We're having a good time, and then somebody reminds you that you live in America, and then you have to think. It's usually not a big deal. You usually get on, right? And until you have to use mic, and when you use microphones, yeah, that's not good.
No, I get that. Listen, it's not good. It's not good.
Not good. Thank you for listening to the episode today. This has been the Super Chevy Brothers podcast. Please join us and follow on Twitter. Join the Discord. We can find us at Super Chevy Bro. You can find me at Chavar Price. You can find Chaval at it's P
at Chaval P. Yeah.
At Chaval P. You can join the Discord to get all the news and stuff. It's supposed to be uploaded. We're also on Facebook. We have people on Facebook who talk to us every day, and then no one responds.
I respond to them.
We have an Instagram that's going to be lit. You got to give me that password for the Instagram because I got so many photos that they're on the Instagrams. You got to give it to me. I don't remember the password. Thanks for listening to the Super Chevy Brothers podcast. This has been your host, Javar and Javal. We'll see you next time.